please get yourself nice and comfortable in a chair, sitting up in bed, etc. And then we will begin. I'm obviously going to be giving you instructions, so please sit in a nice comfortable chair or prop yourself up in bed if you're in bed. And a warm welcome from me. My name is Rajesh. I'm the meditation guru. So we're just counting now to our official start time, which is 8:15. So please bear with us. If you want to chat or ask questions, please use the chat facility. Add your comments. I'm also going to be telling you how you can get continued support afterwards if you have questions outside of these sessions. The most important thing we want to do is to ensure that you do the practice, but you do it correctly, because meditation brings so many wonderful benefits. And we want you to experience them, especially at this very challenging time. Okay, we're just waiting a minute or so to begin. I'm based in London. If you're joining from a European country or further afield, we've had some wonderful weather, but it's a little bit rainy today. But it's a perfect day when there's some shade, just to go into a lovely meditation. So we're going to be leading you into that. If you're already a meditator and you meditate and you just are join in our group meditation, please go ahead. You can silence me obviously through and meditate with us at this time. Obviously our own meditators that are trained under the FISU system should do their own practices through this period of time. Okay, for those just joining us again, welcome. I'm Rajesh, the meditation guru. I lead the International Meditation School FISU Meditation. We have 70 centers mainly based in Europe. So we're a global meditation organization. The purpose of giving these sessions is that we know people are really struggling through the corona crisis. Whether that's you've lost your job, you're going to lose your job, you've been furloughed and you don't know what's going to happen. It's a really, really difficult and challenging time, and people are really suffering. Their mental health is suffering because they constantly feel under pressure. Not only the pressure of the virus, but all these changing norms that have gone around us. So meditation is the perfect tool to reinstate strength, clarity, and calmness, because when we make decisions in a calm way, they are always better conditions. So quickly, your children can meditate with you. If they're smaller, they're going to get bored for a 20-minute meditation. So they can leave. I'll just ask them to leave the room quietly, but try and keep them there for 10 or 15 minutes. Regular practice helps because they'll get into that. And most meditating parents find their children are a lot more manageable after they've had a period of meditation. They're better behaved, less hyper, etc. And we've also timed these sessions so that they can go and do their PE lesson with Joe the Body Coach, which starts at 9 o'clock after this. So we're going to go to around 9 o'clock because after the meditation, we leave the window open, so to speak, to ask any questions in the chat, but I will be sharing some other further details. So again, thank you very much for joining us today. We're very happy that you're learning meditation because it is an amazing life changer. So we have these sessions morning and evening. The idea is that you need to establish, one, to learn the practice and be confident with the practice, and two, you need to have a degree of regularity. And here in our system, we recommend meditating twice a day for 20 to 30 minutes. Now, this sometimes sounds a lot in a busy routine, but many of you don't have a busy routine at the moment, so this is perfect to get it into your life. For most people, it's in the morning before breakfast, and in the evening when you return home from work or your duties, or as long as there's a 4 or 5 hour gap. So when the children go back to school, parents can do maybe, before in the morning and maybe 2 o'clock, as long as there's a 4 hour 5 gap, that's absolutely fine. The position we sit in is, just let me remove this caption so that you can see fully. So if I move back, you can see that I'm sitting in a nice comfortable chair. I'm reasonably erect. My hands are together, so we can join them like this or like this. In meditation, especially our type of meditation, we're drawing on that spiritual force that is deep within. And closing the hands is like creating a circuit. We are preserving those energies. You often see people, meditating like this. That's for yogis. That's for masters who are sending out to the world. We need to preserve those energies. We're growing mentally, spiritually, and we want to use those energies in our daily life. So hands in the lap. Try and meditate in the same position, the same location in your house, basically every day, because you'll just be familiar with the surroundings, those creaking of floorboards, etc., especially there's other people moving around in the house. Allow the room to be shaded. I mean, normally when I'm meditating, this room would be shaded, but obviously to teach you, you need to see me and etc. But you see in the background, I have my little friend, and there's a tea light there in the background. So never meditate in a completely dark, pitch black room. Always have table lamp, bedside lamp, or a candle. Candle is also beautiful to give a lovely atmosphere. Ensure that your location is safe. That's extremely important. That your phone is turned off. You're not going to be interrupted. This is your time of the day. If there are other people in the house, just tell them, please don't disturb me for a while. And we don't meditate with animals in the same room because they're going to come and disturb you. And also they draw on those subtle energies. So we want to keep them out because, as I said, this is all about preserving, building up those subtle forces that reside within and being able to use them more effectively in our daily life. Be warm. It's quite a cool day here in London today. So if you need to cuddle up with a blanket or something, that's absolutely fine. If you've got any tight clothing around the neck or the waist, please unbutton them. You need to be comfortable. So we said, the major benefits are only going to come if you are doing this regularly. If you're dipping in and out, some benefit, but we want those cumulative benefits. That is what is going to change our life, make us stronger, give us greater confidence, especially at this time. We're all challenged with this, world crisis, etc. So we meditate for 20 to 30 minutes. Don't set alarms. And we don't use apps. Why do we need to use apps? Meditation is the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you've learned an app to teach you, but obviously you learn best from another human being. So don't use apps. We do not recommend this. We have an internal time sense, and we want to activate that through meditation. Simply, if you're meditating on your own and you're not following this guidance, then just say to yourself mentally 20 to 30 minutes. And you'll just surface at that time. If then you do want to look at a clock or a watch, we do this through squinted eyes. Never open your eyes fully because this is a shock to your nervous system, which obviously has calmed down greatly during the meditation. Okay, so we're going to begin now. So when we enter or exit meditation, we want to do this very, very, very gently. And of course, we want to close our eyes to turn our attention within. Now, in life, our attention is mainly externalized. We're always looking out, everything is outside of us, basically. But there is a path inside, and this is what meditation connects you with. So, by closing the eyes very slowly, we're turning from externality to internality very simply. But I need you to do this now extremely slowly. Okay, so just watch my eyes. They're going down really, really slowly. That's lovely. Please follow that. And now keep your eyes closed. We're just going to relax for 10 or 15 seconds, just to allow your eyelids to relax. And that's good. Lovely. Yeah, meditation is a bit like a conscious form of sleep. But obviously, we go far deeper in meditation than we actually do in sleep. Okay, with your eyes closed, I want you now to become aware of your breathing, the rising and falling of the chest, the breath going in and out of your nostrils. You don't need to look at the screen again unless you're unsure. But just follow my voice. So we're just feeling the breath. We're breathing normally, and we're not trying to change the rhythm of the breathing. We're just being the observer. So we want to do that just for a couple of minutes. And feel that wonderful peace begin to come over us. Our mind is beginning to relax, and it will reflect that relaxation into our physical body. Good. That's it. Just keep watching your breathing, the rising, falling of the chest, the air coming in and out of your nostrils or mouth. It doesn't matter which one you prefer to use or which one would be closed, whatever is comfortable. Okay, that's good. Now I want you very, very slowly, almost if your eyelids are stuck, to very gently open your eyes and look back at me. See, that was so easy. But do not doubt the power of this. Turning your attention within, connecting with that inner force is so easy to do, as people think meditation may be complicated. It shouldn't. The most powerful thing is going to be the most simple thing. So now we're going to go to stage 2. Just wanted to show you how easy that is. Now we're going to lead you into the meditation for the rest of the time that we have. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to very gently close our eyes. We're going to wait for 10 to 15 seconds. And then you're going to place your attention on your breathing as before. So just watching the rising and falling of the chest, the breath going in and out. Just a word of warning that the last couple of days we did get disconnected in the middle of the meditation. If that happens, we're going to meditate for about 20 minutes. So when you surface from your meditation, if you're not connected, please just connect back to hear the last part of this lesson. I hope it doesn't happen today, but just in case it does. So, okay, your eyes are closed. You're watching the rising and falling of the chest, the breath coming in and out. Now, after a while of doing this, you will notice that your attention drifts away from the breathing to just thoughts alone. And that is just natural and correct. Thoughts are not intruders. They're an integral part of our makeup. And you're going to learn over this period of time how they benefit us through being there, for popping up in meditation. But every time they pass through the mirror of the mind, they lose their hold upon us. So we don't want to stop them. We want those thoughts that continually echo in our mind, we want them to calm down, and this helps with this process. So now, when you realize that you're only having thoughts and that your attention is completely gone from the breathing, then without, and this is the most important point, without pushing those thoughts away, gently return your attention to the breathing as before. So it's a cycle. We watch our breathing, then we realize, oh, we're thinking about what we've got to do later. I've got to give the children breakfast. I've got to go to the supermarket, which is a big challenge, isn't it, today? Etc. And those things may be popping up in our mind. That's fine. Allow them to be there. But when you realize they've taken over and you have no longer awareness of watching or breathing, without pushing them away, just gently come back and watch the breathing again. It's really that simple, and we continue that process back and forth for this period of time. At the end, when I tell you that the time is up, you're going to wait 2 minutes, and you can count to 120 if you need to, but do not open your eyes completely or quickly. Wait at least 2 minutes, and then again, open your eyes very slowly, because you've been in some depth, and we don't want to feel like we've shocked or come out of someone's giving us a shock. Okay, so now I'm going to be silent for the next 15-20 minutes while we all meditate together. And the way is many thousands of people now meditating, joining us at this moment of time around the world. So enjoy the connection. You don't have to feel that connection, by the way. Just do your practice. Okay, good. Now I would like you to begin to surface. So essentially, do not open your eyes fully. Just wait for around 2 minutes. And essentially, if you cannot, monitor what that is, just count to 120, allowing yourself to surface before you open your eyes. There's obviously a temptation to open your eyes, as we would do from sleep, but no, we want to come out very, very gently. We've probably gone to a deep place within ourselves, and we want to surface gently. Everything in our system of meditation is done in an easy, lazy, effortless way, but that doesn't take away the force and power and the life-transforming qualities that this type of meditation brings. So don't be in a rush. If you essentially have to leave now to log on to school or to your work, then that's absolutely fine. I will be here for another 5 or so minutes if anyone has any questions. But essentially, we have a support facility that outside of these meetings, if you haven't put a question in the chat and you have a question that you need answered, please email support@FISI.org. This creates a support case in our online system, and we will respond to you quickly. Okay, so just allow yourself to come to the surface. Okay, that's good. So we want to encourage you to do this. If you cannot attend our session at 5 p.m. today, which is British Summer Time or GMT +1, we would ask that you try and practice alone. I would very much encourage you to keep popping back into these sessions to validate correct practice, because obviously only the benefits will only come profoundly if you're doing this correctly. Do not worry if there's lots of thoughts in your mind. This is natural and correct, but when you realize you're only having thoughts, without pushing them away, return to the awareness of the breathing. So we want to get you established, and that means meditating regularly. It is only then the benefits will come. So please make some effort to do this more than once a day, twice a day, and you will see within a week how different you're going to feel, how more together you're going to feel, stronger, with greater clarity of mind for making decisions, which we all have to do much more because of the crisis around us. Through the week, we are going to be covering subjects like, how do I recreate myself? I don't have a job, my industry has collapsed. We're going to be talking about those things, and also talking about a small practice called self-help that we do after meditation. We will be introducing that next week. So remember to keep connecting to these sessions just to validate correct practice. And obviously you can meet me and you can meditate at the same time with the many, many people that are meditating with us at this time. So thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, please obviously put them in the chat or use the support facility shown on your screen now. So again, our next session is at 5 p.m. today. If you can't make that, and again, it's 8:15 Monday to Friday and at 5 p.m. every day for the next month or so. During the crisis, we really want to help you. FISI is like a big family. We have a lot of very experienced teachers who have been teaching some for 30, 40 years. So we have a wealth of knowledge that I'm actually going to share with you during this course, so that if you feel your life is not on track or that you're in a bad place at the moment, we'll help you out of that bad place. So please feel free to reach out if you do need help. Okay, so I think we've gone to our time. I do hope you enjoyed that. Please comment, please share. If you feel that this has helped you or could help you and help others around you during this difficult time, please do share our information. You know, it's free. FISU is a non-profit registered educational charity. We're here to serve humanity. So you can also serve humanity by helping and sharing. Thank you so much, and hope to see you at 5 o'clock. Bye-bye for now.